Hey everyone, I hope you guys are all doing really well. So I just wanted to post a quick video here about the energies of the day 7/17/17. I was not planning on doing a video for this because I knew that I wouldn't have the time today or this past weekend, but I received some downloads last night and some pretty interesting messages today, so I just want to get this out there to you guys, and forgive me because I'm pretty tired and it's been a long day, but I just want to relay this to you. But yeah, this portal is really, it's kind of interesting. I was seeing this number for a little while, 717, and I know that some of you guys have said the same thing. Ironically, as a listener pointed out, that I reached 1,717 subscribers just recently, and ironically, when I was reading that message, my computer was at 17%, and that number just kept coming up throughout the day in the last 24 hours. So that's definitely spirit trying to get the message through that these are important energies that we're experiencing right now, and the portal that opened up today is bringing in momentous change, very powerful change, and the date today breaks down to a number 5, which again expresses just that. It's a number of change. And what felt like what was happening today, to just kind of sum it up, it felt like these old energies were being ushered out to kind of make way for the new. And I sensed this maybe like early afternoon, this sense of like sadness and somberness kind of come over me that I knew was not coming from myself or my twin, really, or so much from the collective, from the Twin Flame Collective. It just felt like it was coming from the human collective, and it felt like very old, ancestral, ancient energy, some of it that was like kind of mixed in there, almost like these lost souls, if you will, that were being kind of, escorted out, I guess, crossing over to the other side. And it felt like this very dense fog, this very slow moving dense fog, and all this energy was just kind of mixed in there and just very slowly trucking along and making its way out. And that's what this portal, that's exactly what it was serving. And it opened today. I feel like it's going to take several days for this energy to kind of just move along, and for things to kind of feel a little bit like back to normal again. Normal, if anything ever was normal, right? But if you guys were feeling a bit, tired today or drained, I am very, very drained right now, or a bit sad, I feel like this is why, and this feeling may be with us for the next several days. So just kind of, hang in there. And, it's also very important to be able to decipher when you're feeling energies like this, where is it coming from? Is it coming from yourself, or is it foreign to you? And that's important to know, because you don't want to get kind of, wrapped up or trapped in any energies that are not really yours. A lot of us tend to purge things for the collective. So that's one thing. But for those who are newly awakening, if you're listening to this, you may, especially if you're empathic, which a lot of you are, you may be, feeling sad for no reason and thinking that it's your own sadness and getting kind of stuck in it, if you know what I mean. So a good way to decipher whether it's in fact your sadness or not is to practice grounding techniques every day, and to really hone your intuition skills. And a great way to do that is through meditation every day. And again, I would like to do a video on that. I know I did mention it in the past. I still would like to get a video up on that, and some easy meditation techniques for those who don't do that every day. It's so important, especially for times like this, because the energies are just only going to grow more and more intense as the summer passes by, and really just, I mean, really from here on in, we're going through this ascension process. It just, things are just going to amp up more and more and more. So it's really important to know what it is that what you're feeling and where it is that you're coming from, so you can just very quickly move through it and not get stuck in it. I mean, for instance, when I felt that earlier today, I could tell pretty much right away, okay, this is not coming from me, this is not coming from my twin, and I just observed it. You just learn to become a very non-partial observer. Observe it, let it move through you. Write some things down if you need to, if you want to take note of it, of what you were experiencing, but don't let it like bring you down, So what else I wanted to say too about this, the emotions that were coming up earlier, it was, I could sense the divine masculine as well, like this sadness that was coming through from him, and then that wave, like that fog that was kind of rolling through. And this could also apply, of course, to the unawakened divine feminine, but I'll just continue to say divine masculine just to make things simple. But the unawakened twin, quote unquote, just this feeling of just sadness, loss, missing their counterpart, wanting to reach out, wanting to express their feelings, and wanting to almost kind of spill their guts, so to speak, and just kind of just say everything, just spew everything that they've been feeling and experiencing, and wanting to share. And I think that was happening basically because, like I said before, all these old denser energies were moving out. We're going through this ascension process, making way for these new Christ-centered energies to come through. Basically energies that will kind of force you to live in your truth, so it makes sense that immediately you would feel that, like, okay, these central energies are moving along. It's almost like there was this space now for this love to come through, for Christ's love to come through, Christ consciousness to come through, and then be able to express your truth more easily. So I feel like this was a very important day for that, and that this is only going to continue to open up those lines of communication for being able to express yourself. And that goes for the divine feminine too, and the awakened twins, for being able to fully stand in their truth and express their truth. Not just for the counterparts, not just applying to the twin flame thing, but really in all areas of your life. And as far as the download that I received last night, I really need to speak to my guides and let them know not to give me downloads anymore in my sleep, because I tend to forget them by the time I wake up. I try and remember, and I try and write them down, but it's always still a little bit foggy. But basically what they were showing me was that, and I guess they were trying to warn me that this dense fog was going to be passing through today, because they were basically saying now is a powerful time to integrate all of what you have learned so far, and to really kind of apply all the tools in your toolbox to get through these energies and through these next few days, and to just remember to just be grounded. And they were also showing me there was this blending of energies, like blending of divine masculine, divine feminine energies. And I know a lot of us did experience the merging with our twins' higher selves in the higher dimensions. But this goes beyond that. It was almost like a collective blending, a collective merging, really with all of humanity, not just twin flames. But sorry for the noise in the background, the sirens. But it was really just for the whole human collective. It was almost like we were all going back to source, like all of our souls were just being kind of gelled together. It was just this sensation, and I feel like it has to do with these older energies denser, more ancestral energies that just are not serving Gaia anymore being ushered out. And then it's like we're all just becoming closer to one, to the original source energy. We're all just kind of in this, I don't know, this pool together, like just being gelled, and masculine, feminine, just all becoming one. It was really interesting, and it was a very new sensation. It was almost like this is like almost like this has never happened before, almost like on this level it's never happened before. This is kind of like a new thing for Gaia or whatever. So I wish I could be more clear on that, but I was trying so hard to remember when I got that download in my sleep. But I think that that's basically the long and short of it. And let's see what else I wanted to say there. I wrote down some notes. Yeah, also, guys, I mentioned this in my last video. I wrote a little comment because I forgot to say it when I was recording, that this message to have more fun has been coming up so much in my private readings, and even in the last several collective readings, I believe, that I posted on YouTube. And it came through in the last reading, through specifically the divine masculine. What was their message to us, and it just felt like, okay, now this is the divine masculine now telling us to do this. Like, it just felt like such an important message to share. And normally, when messages keep coming up over and over and over, or you keep pulling the same tarot card over and over and over, it's basically like, this, like, spirit is really trying to just drive that message home. And I know that it's such a simple message. Yeah, of course, have more fun. Of course, that's what we should be doing. But I think that it's even more important than we realize. And I think that message came through last time because I think they were trying to prepare us for these energies that were coming through. And really, I think just for the rest of the summer, there's a lot that's going on this summer, and I think that they just want us to just kind of take a load off and put our feet up and just relax through all of this. And one of the best ways to ground yourself is to just be in like a childlike spirit almost, and doing anything that brings you joy, really anything, and if that's travel, if that's reading a good book, if that's listening to great music, or going dancing, or spending time with loved ones, like whatever brings you joy. I can't stress this enough. It's really, really, really important right now, because I think that like I said, the energies are just going to keep getting more and more intense, and especially because so many of us are empathic, it's so easy to just get caught in those emotions and get stuck in that web. And it's almost like by being in your joy, you're like moving through that energy. You're just kind of like shaking off that energy. And when I was at work today experiencing this, I would have done what I could to better move through those energies, but because I was, in my work environment, there's really only so much I could do. So what I did was I just put on some really good music. I love David Bowie. I think I actually played some David Bowie. I love David Bowie. And I just very quickly just was able to just move through it, and then it was just gone. And I knew it wasn't my emotion anyway that I was experiencing. So so whatever it is that gets you in touch with your joy, it's really, really important to do that. I mean, really all the time, not just when we're moving through these dense energies. So I'm going to talk about briefly these few cards that I pulled here, just to clarify these energies and everything that I talked about. And it's funny because I was shown on the way home today, I was shown by my guides in my mind's eye the Temperance card, and lo and behold, this is one of the cards that actually fell out of the deck when I was shuffling. So I'm just going to start with this card because I think that it's the main energy in this little spread that I did here, and it's not I don't think I'm actually going to post a picture of this because the lighting is not so great now to be taking a picture. So I apologize. There's not going to be a photograph of this, but I'll explain the cards briefly. But basically, I feel that the message that's coming through in this Temperance card right now is just to remember to just be patient through these energies. Remember to ground yourself, like I said, and to just restore balance, doing anything that helps you restore balance. And like I said, living in your joy, having more fun. And I feel like we're receiving a lot of angelic support right now. There's a sensation of just softness that's coming through in this card and the energies that are around me right now. So what Spirit wants to relay right now is that we have so much angelic and Christ support at this time. So not to worry, not to get, stuck in anything, and to, this too shall pass, basically. And I also pulled the Three of Swords. So I think that this is just basically that feeling of the loss, the sadness, like I was expressing with the divine masculine, the unawakened twin, what they were feeling, and feel there's some regret that's kind of like mixed in there, and just this feeling as well, as I was saying before, like this energy of sadness, these lower, denser energies that are now leaving Gaia, that are now exiting Gaia through this portal. It's all just, it's leaving. It just, there's this sensation of it just being, I don't want to say pushed out, because it's like this gentle gliding fog that's just leaving Gaia at this point. And in that, it's all of this heartache. The Three of Swords speaks a lot of heartache. And, at the same time, to not look at it so much as like a lower energy. I mean, this type of heartache, whatever it is that you've experienced, loss, grief, sadness, it's served you. It's made you a stronger person. It's helped in your awakening process. So, while it's no longer serving us, it's good that it is leaving. We should still honor it, and we should still almost kind of, pay it reverence, if you will, for serving us how it did. And I also got the Seven of Cups, and this is interesting too. I knew this card was going to come through. I was shown this pretty much as well. So I feel like there's a lot I could say here about this card of what's coming through, but like I said in my last video, it feels like we're at a very important juncture point right now where we have to, I gave that analogy of like this freight train that's kind of coming through, and we have a choice whether or not we want to get on the train or not. And basically what that means is like we have very important decisions that we need to make. And the Seven of Cups is all about different aspects of your life and having to make those decisions and making wise decisions and not being, kind of what's the word? I don't know, I'm starting to get tired. Sorry, guys. But too almost like fantastical about it, like being stuck in an illusion of what it is that you think your life is about, being kind of grounded when you're making those kinds of decisions. And going back to the analogy about getting on the train or not, I mean, that's all up to you. You are in charge of your destiny. You are in charge of your future. It's all about your day-to-day decisions. It could come down to the smallest little thing about what you eat for breakfast. Like that's a very important decision. How it is that you decide to start your day. Are you going to eat crap for breakfast, or are you going to have some, something wholesome and nutritious, And these little tiny minuscule decisions, this is what really paves the way to your ascension, to your union process, to your growth process. And I feel like right now we're at this very important juncture point where it's like the universe is not playing around anymore. It's like you're either coming or you're going, and that's all up to you. And we're at this point where it's like we have to examine every single aspect of our lives and see what needs what needs clearing, what needs changing. Again, this number 5, what this day breaks down to, a number 5, you know, what we need to change in our lives. You know, what it is that we still need to clear. Like, we don't want to miss this train, so to speak. And like I said in my last video, there'll be other trains, don't get me wrong, but this is just a really important time, I really feel like, for all of us to just make wise decisions right now, and to just let it all go. Just let go of all these other lower density emotions and fears. And sorry, I'm dropping crystals now. So yeah, so this is all what the Seven of Cups is speaking of. And again, I feel like I could just talk more about that, because I feel like there's a lot of messages that are coming through there, but so much for making this video short, right? But my last 2 oracle messages are from the Mary Queen of Angels deck, and I want to leave you with these 2 messages because they're very positive. So first, I have the action card, and I love this because this completely ties in with the 7 of Cups messages. It's like, it's time now. It's time to get on that train and to take that action in your life, to take those measures that you know that you need to be taking to live in your truth, to be the best version of yourself, whatever it is that you feel that looks like to you. You know, just kind of shake off that sludge or whatever that has been kind of stuck to you for too long. And the time is now. I feel like I can't express that enough. Like, the time is now to really take firm action. And the last card I have for you guys is the Miracle card. And the depiction on this card is our Blessed Mother. And I feel very strongly that miracles are in the works. I mean, really just where we are right now, you know, today, this amazing world around us, this is a miracle. But I feel like that's what was coming through in this Temperance card, was just, you know, be patient, just wait, because miracles are upon us. And we should all be really excited. I really feel like there's such amazing, beautiful things that are on the horizon for all of us. And it's just such an incredible time of change. And I just feel it so strongly. So I'll leave you guys with that. Expect miracles. They're happening. They're all around us. And the quicker that you see that they are already in your life, the quicker that you'll be able to manifest even more. So I hope this message helps you guys, and of course you can leave any comments or questions below, and I will respond as soon as I can. And if you guys, of course, want any personal readings, sessions, counseling sessions, tarot sessions, please reach out, and I will talk to you guys again soon. All right, take care, everyone. Love you. Bye-bye.